Hello, this is the final episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender live action on Netflix. So I'm happy. Yay! I get it. I got it over with. Yes, it's over. It's done. It's over. It's over. It's done. No more of it. I just need to gather my thoughts on what I watched the last two episodes of the finale. It's not good. Like, okay, for what it was, it's fine, right? Like, of course, after like what 2 episodes, because the 2 episodes are actually really bad, right? And then after that, we move on and we get to like the stuff that we expect to be good. It's better, like the last sorry, 6 episodes now what it was earlier, so at least I'll give him that. It was actually like watchable for what it was, for a remake of, you know, Last Airbender Avatar. um I already said what, like, of the last 6 episodes, it's just fine. It's It's not my thing. Like, there's nothing else I would say, but other than give you what I think about the 2 episodes of what happened. So the beginning of the was it 7 or 8? What happened is that so it was called the North, right? That's what the episode's called. Where in the beginning we see Zuko getting blown up, and before he got blown up, his crew, his lieutenant, honor him, appreciate him for, for what he has done, and Zuko was like, "Thank you," and he got on his boat, this dinghy thing, and Zhao planted like the Java juice thing that explodes. Yeah, so that explodes, and he got blown up, and that was the end of the intro. And then when we get to the North, where Aang and his crew, Ashes, whatever, we get introduced by the leaders, where they all awkwardly stand, looking at each other in the eyes. We get to meet the elder guy, Paku, and the princess, with the spiritual princess, Uwe, and and Sokka gets a connection with her, right? And then when they explain how they become connected, because Uwe, whatever her name, sees herself through the spirit world, right, when she sleeps. And so when she was, so I don't know if she's 16 now, but she said when she was 16, or some, no, it was someone said that when she was 16 she denounced her marriage because she didn't want it to be with him and she wants someone else, right? And so, two things. One, I don't like, if you say that in some countries you're not allowed to do that. I don't think you're allowed, especially from a woman, to like change her mind and decide what guy she wants to be with. That was number one that goes to my head, because that will not work out in some countries nowadays. Yeah. And number two, um like, is she even allowed to change her mind who she's gonna date with, even though, like, literally she said herself that she was in like an arranged marriage to be with someone else. And so, but she's allowed to not be with him, so I guess she has rights to do that. But other women are like, they'll have a chance to fight and whatnot, but whatever. Like, I guess she's allowed because she has the spiritual moon thing, the moon spirit in her. So, but even with that, like, I don't think rules will change, even though that's true. But whatever. Yeah, she finds connection with Sokka because she sees him in the spirit world as where she was a fox, the three-tailed fox thing. So that's how she knows that's her mate, and it's odd, and I don't know. That's how it works. Um, but if you think a lot more about it, it's like when you see someone in the spirit world and for the first time, how even though like love's in the air, there's all faith and stuff, but I don't know. That's how it works. That when you meet someone from a different world, that's your calling card. That's the guy that you want to destined to be with. If that's the case, like it does the thing. If that's the case, why would I don't know? I'm trying to remember how old was she when she sees Sokka for the first time in the real world. I think she could be fucking. I don't know, let me look real quick. Um, Avatar. Care. No, was her name's Ui or something like that? Ue. Last Airbender. I don't know what her name is. I gotta look it up. Character ages. I gotta make sure. Ah, I gotta look it up. I don't know if this will work. Alright. She's it Yui. Okay, so probably around 16 too. All right, so yeah, she's around 16. So literally, if I'm correct, she called it off literally before Aang, Tara, and Sokka get to the north. So it was before all that. So it was literally, I'm pretty sure it was this recently this year that she called it off of the marriage or being with him. So because yeah, I think it was because of the. It was literally recently from after what she saw Sokka. Then it's like you really trust all your faith into that from just him, into that one talk alone. I guess it happens in real life, yeah, but I don't know. This seems kind of I don't know something about that is just off to me. Especially like the guy was just all cool about it. Like her partner, hey, hi, what is his name? It's like it's just H. I was call him H. He just dies. It doesn't matter. Like H just was cool about it because he respects her, respected her, respects her, respects her. So I don't know. It, either way, like both the original or live action, they're both like not important characters anyway. But just something about him just being like super like nice about it. Just is like you really just be okay with that. But whatever. Um. Yeah. Anyway, we go past that. So yeah, focus on. You were just focusing on like the North. Aang gets to talk to the guy, the who lives in the North. I forgot his name, but whatever, doesn't matter. He he talks about him being cursed by or being tortured or no suffer pain whatever for fighting the dark spirits, and I don't know what that's in the original, but I'm pretty sure this correlates to Legend of Korra, where there were actually dark spirits that she fought. So I don't know if that was the connection they're trying to do. I hate it. I do not like the fucking dark spirits thing. S- just the whole dark spirits thing. I just do not like. It is just stupid to me. The whole thing doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and I hated they made it a canon thing in this. So now I'm stuck with this shit, and we have nothing to do nothing about it. But to complain, so yeah, like he fought them and lost his wife from the face stealer from doing, intervening, interject himself into the spirit world and causing mayhem and all that. The spirit war thing, whatever. And yeah, he has scars. He doesn't want to use it the avatar state. So yeah, all right. It's like whatever. He's not that important to me anyway, and it's just whatever. Um, yeah, and the whole thing with Katara training. I'm looking at the age screen like the characters. I just want to look away. I don't care. I don't need it anymore. Um, I don't want to stare at that stupid screen for like the whole rant. So I'm just gonna just change to a different website. There we go. So yeah. And as I was saying, Katara um knows how to bend um easily. So she just masters. Yeah. So what everyone's been talking about in like earlier this year, where she just becomes super powerful. She literally fights off Zuko, no problem. Like literally, the one time, not one time, um, the time that she loses to him was the time where that's the fish was cut off of the spirit of the moon fish dies and no one can bend. It's the time that she loses to Zuko, or no, she didn't lose to Zuko. She just got pushed over by the building. So it's not even she didn't lose to anyone at that point, even still. So she becomes a master even without help from Paku. So literally, she mastered without a master to master waterbending off screen, especially off screen, and and even plus, Ashes doesn't know how to bend water at this point of the show yet. So this whole season, this so far, yeah, 8 episodes, Aang did not learn or do or try to do any bending other than air. He didn't try to do fire bending or earth or maybe not. I don't. I have okay. I understand earth, but he didn't try to do anything with fire or water. It was just only air. He just knows how to use and mastered the whole way through. And it's like it's like what the hell? This is literally book of water. He did nothing or learn even a try. If I remember correctly, he didn't even do anything to even use water to his advantage in a fight. He just uses air the whole time, only air. But and Katara masters water without even knowing or seeing the training she got. So she got the right treatment, and she just knows how to master water. And it's like, what the hell? It's just really that bothers me. And now we get to see in season 2 where that Aang knows how to waterbend off screen. Fantastic. I'm very happy with that. Very positive, happy. What else that happened? Yeah, like Asaka, after talking with the Yui, she walks away, and then when she meet up with Sokka again, when Aang asked to meet with the guy underground, and Sokka somehow founds them, and that's where he talks to her, and he's like, you're the fox," and she's like, "Yes." So yeah, she access by being a fox and all that, and then after the chatter, from just connecting a little bit, And then she finally, gives him a kiss because, true love. You're the one I was looking for in the spirit world. And it's like, okay. So, the days before my marriage, or I call it my marriage, is like, okay, whatever. Whatever. That aside, Katara sees, yeah, she goes to this, like, this woman's only, like, healing chamber thing. And, it shows, like, cool, little, like, CPR type of, um, tools that, train the woman how to heal the water and the blood and stuff. So um, no, that's cool and all. And then yeah, this is where Qatar realizes like women that are healers, they should only heal and all that. So it's like okay, so we get that scene over with, and her confronting Paku, and Paku was like, man only fights, women stay and heal and all that because they're not uh, they don't have the power to fight in the field and whatnot. And then she gets upset, and then Aang comes up, and he's like, yeah, Paku's right. You women stayed behind because I don't want to lose my loved ones in the field and whatnot because they'll get themselves killed and it's too much pressure. And Katara was like, I thought we had some type of trust. I thought you believe in me, family, and all that. And Aang was like, it's not enough. It's not enough for the both of us to be together. Because bad things could happen and we might lose one another and I'll become depressed. And so, yeah, and that's pretty much it. And what else happened? I'm trying to think. I'm looking back. Yeah. Kurik. It was like, yeah, Master Kurik, the waterbender, that's his name. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. That happened in episode 7. I said 8. I'm sorry. And then we get to episode 8, The Legends, final episode. We see, what was it? Azula, said, no, I'm not playing your game anymore, father. And Ozai take offense, and she did her lightning. I'm pretty sure this is her first time doing lightning in the season. So she did it, and she's like, I want a real fight in the battlefield where I'm supposed to be. That's where I'm supposed to be at, father. And he just smirks, and that's the intro, I'm pretty sure. And so, I'll be honest, and the whole Azula training thing is kind of pointless because it's like, bro, like, we know she'd be good in like, later on. Why we had to see her practice and not be good at it, showing her being incompetent, being perfect, and number two, showing that she had this like, I don't know, that she's not, she doesn't have her father's trust as well because she's not competent enough. That's two things that's wrong with this intro. And number three, her friends are literally, what was her name, May and Ty Lee, right? Both of them are in the back standing doing nothing. I pointed it out to myself as like, bro, they are literally nothing but sheets of wood, just standing there and just giving a pet talk to Azula for the whole season of just, oh, you got this, you got it, your father would be proud, you got this. Just echo chamber, gave her an echo chamber pet talk of you got this. So yeah, like I don't like it. Like, the whole thing was just kind of weird. It doesn't add much. It literally was a waste of my time. I don't like any of that thing about them cheering her on. It's like, why we're doing this. It's just about it. Like, it's Azula training, and it's just wasting my time. And she has the red flames. She showed the blue one just a little bit, but it was just literally a little bit. And she showed up for lightning. It's like, we already know she could do lightning. So it wasn't that impressive, but it's like impressing to the father. It's whatever. It's pointless. It's for it's whatever. I don't care. Yeah. So this is the siege of the North. You know, getting invaded. This is the fight, the final fight of season one of Zhao and Iroh talking about invading, and then him talking about killing the fish. And he said, "Oh, we're not gonna leave them vulnerable to man, woman, and child." I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Man, woman, and children are completely off limits. Well, we take away the moon, and either way, like, listen, either way, like, they take away the ocean fish or the moon fish, they're still gonna be vulnerable as shit. So, bro, literally, he just lied to himself, and that was the point of the scene. And also, the fish is fireproof, so he needs a sword to kill the fish, a special spirit sword to kill the fish. So so I'm guessing, or predicting, theorizing, whatever, that whatever you use on the fish won't die. It's fireproof, earthproof, waterproof, of course, but airproof. Like the fish won't die. He needs a special sword to kill the fish. So it's like, okay, interesting to note. Yeah. It was with Yui the whole fight. Aang, help with the air for the most of it. Talks to Karuk about worry about the sword getting to the fish because he feel the fish faith, or no, he felt the sword's presence coming to the north. And then Aang had a pet talk with the general Zhao, and Zhao was like, "I don't give a shit. That's your fault." And he killed the fish. And also, I know I'm jumping around, but like I just go with the flow here. Cause it's just a lot. There's like I really don't care. But yeah, like the Iroh was like he fought back against Zhao, but he still got the advantage of killing the fish anyway. And the fire guards did nothing. In the original show, they actually tried to stop Iroh, but in this, they all just sat back and be conflicted and just do nothing and watch the whole thing shebang as Iroh fights Zhao, and Zhao leaves after doing that. And it's like, okay. And yeah, Katara. Oh no! Before the Katara fights Zuko, she talks to Paku again, and Paku was like, "No, woman cannot fight," and it's what's state not stated. And that's vital. There we go. That's the word. And he looks to the left as Katara's like, "What about these women?" And they're all just standing there looking up at Palku, and then I don't know, some lady goes to him and she's like, "Is this what you wanted from us? We we have a choice in this, Palku. That's what you tell us. That's what you promise us and whatnot." And Palku's like, "I changed my mind. All you guys fight to the left." And all of them fought like build like ice barriers. But here's the thing that's unrealistic about that. These women know only how to heal, if I'm correct, right? If they only know how to heal and nothing else, they wouldn't really do anything in the battlefield all that much, because they didn't have any practice or training. So as like Katara did, right? Because Katara did her training apparently off screen, right? So and the woman didn't. All these women didn't do any of that training what Katara went through. So all that was really pointless, and they get themselves killed literally. So, and even though we see them build, but realistically, they would not do anything or build shit, or because they don't know what to do. They didn't practice like Katara, so literally they just be in the field, just heal like anyways. Usually they don't know how to fight. They don't know what to do. They just struggle to build water in the ocean. Like they would be useless in the field. Like ignore like the whole them building the water shield together. They literally, realistically, in this type of sense, they don't know shit. They just die doing nothing. They don't know what to do. So literally, it's best for them to be just do like it's best for them to not be in the front fields, besides be in the back and heal, because they can't do nothing in the front. So like at that point, Palku has a point, but the power of Katara knows what to do and say in that situation, but which is stupid, but whatever. But then we get to Katara and fights Zuko. She wins the first time, and even continues on. She still balance off Zuko, and then she loses. Well, she didn't lose. She gets interrupted and distracted, and Zuko didn't even win a fight against Katara. So she becomes a master suddenly, because people are calling her a master, which in this point of time, not yet, but she is now. Even she got defeated by Paku, and so she doesn't really deserve to be called master, but whatever. Um, yeah, she gets her powers gets taken away and gets knocked out by the buildings inside her building, and Zuko also got knocked out by the building. So yeah, because Aang the understands the tasks and just becomes one with the ocean, and which is pretty cool fight, and then Zuko comes after Zhao in rage and revenge, and he defeats him, and Iroh kills him at the end. So it wasn't like the movie live action movie where Shyamalan got Zhao killed by the four mystery mages and kill him by drowning to death. And it isn't like where in the original show where Zhao kills literally decided to kill himself by not taking Zuko's hand and just embrace death from not taking a traitor's hand and just let him die from the spirit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like this is his worst, in my opinion, his worst death out of the whole adaptations of this one scene, because at least the other two he lets himself die from his own mistakes, but in this Zuko almost killed him and Iroh killed him. It's like I don't like that type of ending for him. That doesn't feel, it just doesn't feel right. That Iroh finish him off as Zuko almost killed him. It just feels, it doesn't feel like he learned anything, Zuko and Iroh. So, well, maybe not Iroh, but Zuko didn't learn anything from his whole experience. It's just like, or knows this is not who he is, and he just uses rage to literally seek out and almost killed him, and because he was planning to kill him. And it's like, okay, what a downgrade, but whatever. Yeah, and then Katara calls out to him. She wouldn't shut up. It would be more impactful if she just shut up and just knows that he's gone. But she keeps repeating it over and over again as Aang's Godzilla form, where she's like, "I need you, family. Where are you going? Please come back." And it's like, bro, shut up. And then of course the moon heals, then and now he finally comes back. So because in a way her words doesn't mean shite to Ashes, but he comes back anyway in this air form, or sorry, avatar state, and then he finally comes down. And the only one cool thing I appreciate this one, but it isn't much, but showing the destruction of the final battle, and people died and whatnot. And of course they can't do it in the original because kids show and Nickelodeon and all that. So of course they didn't really show all that much in the in the final aftermath of the destruction. So I get it, it makes sense. So but here at least you get to see that. So I'll give him something that I did kind of want to see something like that. So we get to see that in the final battle, in the end of the episode. So that's cool. Good portrayal on that. What else that happened? Yeah, Zhao died from Iroh. Katara's master. He has and she also has like the water holy water in her little um tube thing that Paku just gave to her. That's something, she's master now. Yeah, yeah. Ash is not master of anything yet. He's still heir. Sokka got like 2 kisses from Princess Yue, Yuki, Yamama, Yusuku, Sakusu, whatever. Princess Sakusu died. For giving herself to the fish spirit. And also very anticlimactic the how way she just absorbed the fish, and the fish is just back to alive. So she's one with the spirits. It's pretty much like just little changes here and there, but that's about it. Um, and that's pretty much it. That's the review. Or did the breakdown of the episodes, and now after watching the whole damn season, I said many times I might give second one a chance, only as a one review episode. I'm not doing this whole thing again because I'm repeating myself over and over again. I'm running out of jokes, and I'm just bored. And there's nothing I can just tell you, but other than it's just not something. It's not it. It's not something I'll just watch. Like, because again, the original shows promise, it shows adventure, it makes everyone alive in the original. Like everyone is just happy, cheerful, and not just that, but people were just literally have hearts and just very expressive of what they're supposed to be. Katara is a very hardworking, you know, um, warrior on her own, right? By just learning from her friends, take feedback, knows how to be emotional. Like like knows how to be like herself as the mother of the team, as a warrior, as a supporter. She as a love interest. Like she knows who she is, and it just see her in this. It's just super like, especially like throughout the whole season. The end, like she has something to do as a master, right? But her whole development from even from the start and start to episode 6, that she is just a blank slate. She is literally doesn't have much to offer. She is nothing. She just boring, or just very doesn't offer much compared to Sokka. At least Sokka is literally himself, or as like the original character, which like literally Sokka isn't all that different from what he was in the original. So at least they kept him the same, faithful at least. So I'll give him that. Of course, there's changes, but like after all that, he's still Sokka, and I can at least enjoy him as that. And I know there's controversy behind the actor lying. Listen, I appreciate like him of the whole show. So I prefer him to be, I prefer this guy to be a Sokka from here on out to the end of season 3, because he was literally the best part of the whole series. And even though he did lie, listen, either way, he's perfect for the role. And if he's not gonna like come out, and if he's gonna listen, trick thing, if he wasn't honest with his his nationality, right, that he would have been picked to be Sokka, and it'd be someone else. And I'm telling you, if it's someone else, it would not be the same. It'll be just as shit as Katara's. All right. So for what he has portrayed, or what he has done for his role in this series so far, I liked it. It's good enough. I appreciate what it is, and I understand where he's coming from. From what I understand, I don't know if he told it why or whatever. Listen, I like what he did for this what he offered in the show. I understand why he did it, and that's all I'm gonna say. All right, so Yeah, moving on from that. Yeah, like, compared to Katara, like he's the best one. Aang is the same as he's on a mix of both sides. All right, he's like half of his like his adventure is very like serious and all that. It isn't as bad as Katara, where he's not useless, right? Or just a blank slate. Like no, he has like some driven emotion and have important parts in through like the whole like spirit world and all that of him, being um not tragic, frigid. I guess I'm looking for very jaded of her losing. Sorry, of him losing Gyatso and seeing him. Oh, and he just disappears when he came back. That was also odd. So, so he just. So what is he, a spirit or no? I'm pretty sure he's a spirit or whatever. Yeah, he just disappears. Um, yeah. Like the I can't fucking speak. The one flaw about Aang's character of this whole series of this whole season literally is him not being a very optimistic, hopeful kid, and just being a kid. All of it, like his dialogue, his actions, super like. Of course, he has his moments to be like have his laughs and smiles here and there, but it's not. We all know that like this isn't who he is. Like for the most of it, he was just wants to save the world, be objective. I want to get this done. Here. I want to save the world. He taking this Avatar thing very seriously, and he may also they made change. They made changes, right? They made changes. I sound like a fucking chipmunk. Changes. He made the changes. Sorry, the screenwriter. Sorry, I'm trying to be specific. Where he has to fight against Katara of like, yeah, you had to stay back, and Sokka, uh, uh, believe in yourself, believe it. Naruto moments. It's just the thing is, it's too much. It's all just too much of like how much he's like he's objecting. That's not the word. Projecting. Yeah, he's projecting all this wisdom, all this like wise words of I've been through this. We should be friends. Yeah, we should be. Yeah, because times heal. You need patience. It's all this is just too much. It's like, bro, why would a 10-year-old or 12-year-old even just come out and just be like, yeah, um, I'm all about that. Like, do you think I'm a 12-year-old to do all that? Like, no. Like, even when I was 12, and try to be like this wizard. Of course, like I want some action of my life of like just jumping around trees, talking to monkeys, like Momo, just play around with like with my air magic thing, feeding like just throwing eat grapes, like any kid would. He did not do any of that, only being serious. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. But I was literally just sitting back and just, it's not. I just don't get. I do get it, but I just can't like enjoy it. I even at like they try to do something different with it. It just doesn't work. It doesn't hit the same, or it doesn't need to be hitting the same moments because doing its own thing. But still, it's adapting from original that already shows what the show already has. It's showing what the show already has done, and with just little small different changes and details here and there with like characters, moments of, and their adventure and object not is it objections goals whatever they're follow their goals and whatnot, right? And it's still flows the same thing as the original show has done, and it's nothing new to expect from it other than it being live action. Oh, so cool and adult, but it's literally like you're not missing all that. Like the only thing that is like dark, sure, is the final battle of the dead people, and in the beginning of the air nomads dying from the Fire Nation from the Red Comet, Sozin's Comet, right? But other than these two, and maybe some moments here and there with being realistic and people hurt and blood and stuff, it's not even that adult. Comparing themselves this show to Game of Thrones, which I haven't not forget about that. Earlier this year, I'm pretty sure it was this year. Yeah, it was earlier this year, 2024. This is just for the Game of Thrones audience. This is all bullcrap. No, like I want to know how many Game of Thrones fans watch this show. I want to know how many of them would appreciate the adult take of live action Avatar, Last Airbender, which after me going through it, it wasn't even that adult. Like, of course, they're not gonna show the sex. They're not gonna show the limbs getting cut off, the massacre, the um the gory 18 plus. They're not gonna show all that. So what was like what? I don't know what they're trying to do with that. Like it's just darker, just like literally like the view, the camera, what do you call it? Um, the contrast is just darker, and a lot of people are more serious. Not kiddish, right? And that's all they did. That's all the changes they did. And that's all they can offer. And that's all they can ever do with this damn live action adaptation show. And when they gonna go to season two, book two of finishing making for season two of the show, it'll be exactly. I was hoping to be different. They're gonna have take some risk and make any different changes with it, and to make the story feel like at least different. But I'm telling you, I'm betting that they're not gonna do any like really different changes, and just they're gonna still keep the story similar as it is as the original, but only like different character changes here and there. Story progression will be different, but overall still plays the same like the original. Like no, I think they're still gonna have Toph for season two. They're still gonna have her being blind, but cut with the blind jokes. I'm telling you, they're gonna cut the blind jokes, and they're gonna cut her being, as fun and scary. Like she's gonna be like Katara. I bet you 100% they're gonna make her super like dry as sand. Like I'm telling you, they're gonna make her just just dry and not fun, like Katara. They make all the girls just very boring. um, I hope not, but that's gonna happen. They gotta of course they gotta develop Zuko, and it's not gonna be hard hitting, but it'll be. I'm pretty sure it will just plays similarly. Him be on his own and all that. So I'm not gonna be too surprised you know or crazy about it. Azula's gonna find chase after the Avatar with May and Ty Lee. And then I know they're gonna be more active in the next one than whatever they did in this season, where they just stand there and watch and talk, which was a waste of my time. But whatever. And I remember like I did say like back then when I started reviewing, I did like judge them partially of like how they look and stuff, but literally like it really doesn't matter. I was just bored, and second, it's like in the end of the day, it's like no one's gonna be exactly the same as the characters from from the cartoon show, animated show. Of course, not everyone's gonna be 100% accurate. Of course, I'm pretty sure there'll be some people that look exactly the same as the counterpart character at one point. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have people that look exactly like them, but of course, that's just like really like hard. Like it's not gonna be easy. It's not like it's you just gotta find a really accurate depiction, like a very accurate looking one to fit the role. But even if they did find an accurate looking one character, live action, realistic, oh my gosh, actor to be that accurate looking character, they also have to have the voice, the enthusiasm, the attitude, all that. So of course, like like they don't have to have the most accurate characters to play, actors to play as the characters from a cartoon show, but like yeah, of course I'm over exaggerating. I was literally over exaggerating like how I feel about it, but even being over exaggerated doesn't mean like I can have like less critiques about it. Like even like overall I understand, but like I don't think this is still gonna work out how they plan it to work. I don't know, especially like finding someone who's blind had look exactly like Toph. I don't know who's gonna be Toph. I do not know, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be hard to find. But like, I don't know. It's still not gonna hit the same. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, because yeah, other than Toph, I don't know who else. Like everyone else is like we still like we pretty much got everyone what we can get and expect from season two. Because we literally everyone from season two is literally in. Yeah, like we got Jet. Yeah, everyone we could have get from season two is already in season one, besides Toph. So yeah, yeah. Back to literally what I'm saying. It's nothing that like it's nothing that different. Yeah, it's just be the similar path, different directions here and there. You know, um, just less fun. Um, they're definitely gonna do like a Zuko Katara relationship going, and Aang's gonna find someone else like I don't know, Toph. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Even if I might check it out, I'm not gonna be enthusiastic about it. I'll just be like, hey, I checked it out. It's what I expected, and I'm not gonna fish. I'm still gonna stand by it. I don't think I'm gonna watch season book 3 unless I'm with someone. But I'm not gonna watch book 3. I'm sorry. Book 3 of live action. Yeah, get me out of there. I'm done. I think that's all it. I think that's all I got. I think that's the review. I think yeah, that's literally pretty much all I need to say. I said what I need to say. I'm completely done. I'm saying what I said. I completely disinterested with this whole thing. I regret doing this review, but I did it anyway. If I had to rate it at it like I don't know how to give a number rating. I'm just say it's just okay. It's okay at best, but it's not something I recommend people to check it out. It's really it's just find something else to watch. Alright. This is the review. Have a nice day, and yeah, see you later.